Good morning again. Good morning again. Every morning is an amazing morning. Here I am again coming to you from Chiang Mai, Thailand, in the outskirts of the city of Chiang Mai. And if you could hear in the background, they're playing some music. It's about 7:15 in the morning, and I just had my wonderful sun gazing experience again. Today was the 23rd day of my sun gazing, and it's amazing. Every day is just becoming stronger and stronger. And I thank the universe for this. I give all my gratitude to the universe because the universe is such an amazing thing. Wow, it's so amazing. Today I want to talk to you about grounding. How we ground ourselves, because what happens is we are too much into this magnetic fields all around us. We are with our cell phones all the time, and we turn on and turn off the lights at home or wherever, in our office or wherever we are. We open and we close the refrigerator. We turn on and turn off our computers. We are constantly in this electrical world. And so all this electricity gets inside our bodies, and it stops us from doing, well, it hinders us, because then we're all wound up with this electricity in our body. And how to get rid of this electricity, that's why lots of people sometimes have problem sleeping, because we're so much electricity. I'll give you this one little tip, and that is, when you go to sleep at night, turn off all your electrical devices, because what happens is all the electricity is running through the whole time you're sleeping, and then so it filters, it goes inside your bodies, and then that's a big problem. Sometimes people have big problems sleeping. That's one of them, one of the reasons. So a lot of times we need to ground ourselves. There's this grounding device where you put this mesh, it looks like a sheet or something, and then you put it underneath your mattress, underneath your sheet, and then you take a grounding wire and you ground it on the outside, either to your electrical box or something like that, to ground yourself, and that makes it easier to sleep. So if you're having problems sleeping, go to your electrical devices and think about those things, because those are the things that are keeping us awake at night. So the greatest way to really to ground yourself is really by walking barefooted. Walking barefooted. Walk barefooted. So I can tell you about my experience. 6 months ago, actually it's even more than 6 months ago, going on 7th month, I threw away my shoes. I just decided I don't need shoes, and I'm going to walk barefooted everywhere. So I threw away my shoes, and since the middle of February, I stopped wearing shoes. So here in Chiang Mai, where I live, I ride my bicycle through town. I go into these, sometimes I need to go to the bank, for instance, or I need to go to a restaurant. I don't go to many restaurants, but I go to restaurants, and I just go amongst people, and I'm barefooted. And of course, people look at me and they think that I'm nuts, that I'm crazy. I've had some wild reactions from people when they see me walking with no shoes. And for me, it's very natural, because besides that, I'm living my natural human design. This is again about being designed in this world. Because my human design tells me I should live the way I want to live and not to listen to others, and so that's what I do, and I feel great with it. So I tell you what, in almost 7 months that I've been walking barefooted, I've gotten hurt one time only, and it's ironically it was in my room. I was there was some piece of glass by the car on the carpet, and it just went through, and it bled. I bled, of course, and I put my leg up in the air for a little while. The bleeding stopped, and it didn't for a second, get me to the point where I wanted to put my shoes back on. No way. I said, this is not going to beat me. And so I was hobbling for a few days. I was trying to kind of walk, not step exactly on the place where I got stung by that piece of glass. I vacuumed my whole my room so that it wouldn't happen again. And I walked out again to the world. So I'm walking on grass. I'm walking on earth. Every morning when I'm walking from my room outside here to do my sun gazing, I walk through this huge patch of grass, and I'm walking on this earth. And then I stand there and I'm doing my sun gazing, standing on the grass or standing on the earth itself without grass area. It feels so amazing. And then when I do my 22-minute meditation, I'm sitting on the ground, and I feel this earth is just sucking out all this electricity out of my body, and I feel so grounded. Most places, because I'm in Chiang Mai and people don't really care, people just let you be who you are, and they're not really pushing their thoughts on you. In Chiang Mai, we have like 350,000 people living here. 300,000 are Thai people, and about 50,000 they're expats. And we have 14 million tourists here. So tourists, nobody can move me from the design that I was designed to live in this world. So for me, it doesn't make a difference, I think you have to be kind of a pretty strong individual. I don't mean so much physically, but I mean mentally and spiritually, that you can just do what you want to do and what you feel is good for you, and not worry about what other people's reaction and thoughts about you. And it's not easy. I know it's not easy. I think when I was younger, I probably couldn't do this. But at this moment right now in my life, I don't really care. It doesn't really make a difference, because they're not doing anything. These people that are thinking or wanting to put their thoughts on me, they are not really, basically it doesn't matter. So if you believe in yourself and you have confidence in your ability and your skills, and you're just know how to live, especially if you knew your design, you would really know how to live much better than you're living right now. That's for sure. There's no question about that. Then, you wouldn't care, and you just would live your life. But anyway, so grounding is really amazing. I love it. One, also, I save money on shoes. And two, wow, it's so healthy. So if you can't, and you're not able to walk barefooted in your daily life, if you just can't throw away these shoes because you have to go to work, you work in some office, or you're working in some store, or you're just walking in, because in most places, a lot of places, if you walk in and you're no shoes, they say like no shoes, no shirt, no service. So most places won't allow you to go into their establishment if you have no shoes. In Thailand here, in Chiang Mai, I think people don't really care. I think in the whole time that I've been walking with no shoes, I think twice or three times at this one shopping mall, they were like, the security guards were saying, hey, no shoes, and I just gave them some. I said, the doctor told me that I can't wear shoes and stuff, and I said, okay, and so no problem. So here really it's but I think in America and maybe in Europe, people would kind of get a little more, their feathers would get kind of wrinkled a little bit because they would just feel, because most people don't like you when you do things that they can't do, or they just, it's like people when people succeed in whatever they do, other people look at them and they don't like it, because what happens is they look at you, and then they have to look at their life, and they seem like they feel that they're not as successful as you are, and so they kind of resent you for this. Instead of saying, hey, right on, brother, right on, sister, you did this thing, you worked for it, and you did it, and I take my hat off to you. I don't have a hat, but I would take my hat off to you because you succeeded and you did what you had to do, and it was okay, Although success in this world is kind of a little bit, if we succeed financially, then we are looked upon as successful. It doesn't really matter how we made our money. If we sell weapons, which is a shitty way to make money because it's killing lots of people, and if we're selling drugs, and if we're doing things that are not morally, without scruples, then it's still okay because financially you're successful, and that's okay. Which in my eyes, I think it's a little different. I think that it's also a good way to make money is to be moral and to be make it in a nice way. Because you can, that. You don't have to cheat and lie to make money. You could do it actually in a nice way. So I think that what do I think? I just lost my train of thought. This person was just behind the camera with a bicycle, because this happens a lot. They go by bicycles or motorcycles. When they go by bicycles, it's slower and you can see more. I love bicycles. Yeah, bicycles are amazing. I have a bicycle. I have 4 bicycles. I just bought my 4th one. And I have some friends who come here who are staying right now, so I let them use my bicycles. I ride, and my transportation is only by bicycle. 90% of when I go, sometimes I walk, but most of the time I'm using my bicycle, and that's amazing. Going back to grounding. So by grounding, so if you can't do this, if you can't ground yourself, because on a 24-hour basis kind of thing, then what you could do, I'm not telling you anything you should do, I'm just saying what you could do, is you can go to a park, and 1 hour a day, take off your shoes and ground yourself on the grass. Just walk on the earth yourself, ground yourself, go get down to earth. And that would be a great way for you to get rid of all the electricity in your body, and and you're back to nature. Nature is such an amazing thing. The universe and nature and the sun, well, the sun is part of nature, right? It's so amazing, it gives us so much power. Nature is amazing. So sometimes if you feel you are too wound up and it's making you crazy and making you, unsettled in your life, go out to nature. Go out to the tree, go out where trees are, and go out to wherever you want to go that has trees. I want to show you from behind. Let me show you behind this thing. Okay? That's my environment here. That's where I live. Most of my life I lived in big cities, Los Angeles, spent some time in New York, spent some time in Hefei, Anhui province, spent some time in Tel Aviv. Big cities, small cities were full of cars and cement and asphalt and not enough nature, not enough green. So this is why I came to this place, because it lets me ground myself. And I've always had this thought about sun gazing, and I'll talk about that in another video about sun gazing. But sun gazing is an amazing thing. So, and that is also, you ground yourself. So If you have an opportunity, ground yourself. If you have an opportunity, if you don't, like I said, on a full-time basis, which most people will not do that. You know, the native Indians, the Native Americans, they used to walk around everywhere without shoes. Who had shoes? Then they had some moccasins, right? But before that, they were walking around with no shoes, and it makes me much more relaxed. It takes away all the energy this electrical energy from my body, which I don't think a person needs. You know, we're not refrigerators, we're not computers, so we don't need that. We don't need to be plugged in. You know, we can unplug ourselves. By unplugging is just by taking off your shoes. You see, I walk around with no shirt most of the time. I walk around. You know, when I'm in the city, I put on a tank top. Otherwise, I'm walking around with my bathing suit all day, shirtless. I feel great. I let the sun hit my body. I love the sun. You know, most people are afraid of the sun because they think the sun will give you cancer. The sun will not give you cancer. You know what will give you cancer is the suntan lotion. That will give you cancer because all the chemicals inside there. When you're eating meat and seafood and drink dairy foods, and then you go out in the sun, you can get cancer that way. Get rid of all that stuff. Eat some plant food. I'm a plant. I'm a vegan. I'm a 90% raw vegan eater, which means I eat basically fruits and vegetables. Sometimes I don't really cook my food. I don't have cooked meals. I just eat like sweet potatoes. I like to steam them. Yeah, delicious. Great for your health. And potatoes. Basically, that's it. So I take all my food from nature. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a great day today. Enjoy your day. Do what comes naturally to you. Peace, the most amazing thing in this world. Love. Love is all we need is love. Love is all we need. And compassion. Have compassion for everything around you. The animals, we are killing the animals. We are slaughtering them. We are doing all these terrible things to these animals. Have compassion for them. And how to do that? Very simple. Stop eating them. You wouldn't eat your pet, right? You wouldn't eat your pet. You wouldn't eat your dog. You wouldn't eat your cat. So why would you eat a pig? Pigs are very smart. They have feelings, you know. And when people tell me that plants have feelings, man, what a ridiculous thing. Anyway, enjoy. See you guys.